Hola clase, ¿cómo están? In this video, we're going to be talking about regular AR verbs in the present tense. So in Spanish, we have just three categories of verbs. We have those verbs when written in the infinitive that end in AR, IR, and ER. So for this presentation, we're only going to be talking about those verbs when written in the infinitive end in AR. Muy bien. So we're going to start with this chart, and up here at the top, I have written the verb in the infinitive. Hablar, we're going to use hablar as our example verb. And just a quick reminder or a quick refresher on infinitives. Hablar is written in the infinitive, and the infinitive form of the verb means that the verb is not conjugated. We're not assigning any specific person to the action, or a specific person isn't actually doing the action of the verb when we write the verb like this in the infinitive. It's just the infinitive, hablar, to speak. When we go to conjugate the verb, then we're saying who does the action specifically. That's what conjugating the verb means, right? So hablar is written in the infinitive. When we conjugate verbs in Spanish, we always start with the infinitive, like we have here, and then we take off the ending, okay, whether it be IR, ER, or AR. So we take off that AR ending, and that leaves us with the stem, ab. Notice when you look at the chart, the stem doesn't change. Later on, we're going to be talking about stem changing verbs where the stem does change, but in this video, we're just talking about regular AR verbs where the stem doesn't change, so that's kind of nice. So we take off the AR, we're left with the stem, and then we add our respective endings. So yo hablo would be I speak, okay? Tu hablas means you speak. Notice there's that accent over the you. That's really important because if you forget to write the accent, you're actually saying your. So you don't want to say your speak, you want to say you speak. Tu hablas, muy bien. The third one down, notice we have three pronouns for the same ending, and those pronouns are él, ella, and usted. So three pronouns for this third person singular ending. Starting with él, notice again there's that accent over the e, so that means he. If you forget the accent, you're actually saying the, so there's a difference there. So the accent is very important. Él means he, okay? Ella means she, and finally usted means you. It's the formal way to say you, if you recall. So él habla would be he speaks. Ella habla would be she speaks, and finally usted habla would be you speak, you formal. Muy bien. So when we do these charts, we always do the same order, whether we're conjugating verbs or looking at pronouns, and it's always going to be the three singular forms on the left in this order, and then the three plural forms on the right. So we have yo, tu, él, ella, usted, hablo, hablas, habla, and now over to the right-hand side, the plural side, we have nosotros. So nosotros means we, and our ending is amos. So nosotros hablamos means we speak. Vosotros is that pronoun that that native speakers from Spain use. In Latin America, we don't really use it. So if you want to speak more of a Latin American Spanish dialect, you would probably want to use ustedes instead of vosotros. But vosotros means you all, and our ending is ais. So vosotros habláis means you all speak. Muy bien. And finally, we have ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. So for this ending, again, just like over here, we have three different pronouns. Ellos means they, and that can be a mix of guys and girls, they, excuse me. Ellas also means they, but we use ellas when the group that we're referring to is all girls or all women. So ellas hablan would be they speak, and they, again, is all girls or women. Ustedes is you all, okay? So you can either say ustedes or vosotros, it doesn't really matter. Ustedes means you all, and again, the ending is an. So ustedes hablan would be you all speak. Muy bien. So again, we have o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Those are the endings for the regular present tense verbs in Spanish. Okay, so now we're going to look at some common verbs in Spanish, some common AR verbs and their endings. So our first one is buscar. So clase repite buscar. Our gesture is this, buscar, and that means to look for or to search for. So when I go to conjugate buscar, so right here it's written in the infinitive, when I conjugate it, I'm adding one of those endings, right? So in this case I have yo busco, and that means I look for, yo busco. Our next verb is cantar, la 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 la. Muy bien, cantar, that means to sing. So tu cantas means you sing, tu cantas. And notice there's that accent over the you, that's really important. Our next verb is llegar. Clase repite llegar. Our gesture for that is this, llegar, and llegar means to arrive. The double L, if you recall, makes the Y sound in English, llegar. Muy bien. So here we have the example of él llega. Él means he. Okay, so he arrives. Él llega. Muy bien. Our next verb is tomar. Clase, repite tomar. Muy bien. Tomar can mean a couple of different things. If you're talking about drinking, it can mean to drink. So here we have ella toma. That means she drinks. So if I want to say I drink water, for example, I would say yo tomo agua. Tomar can also mean to take. So for example, if you're taking a Spanish class, you can say estoy tomando or yo tomo una clase de español. So it can mean either to drink or to take. Tomar. Our next word is mirar. Clase, repite mirar. Mirar means to look at or to watch. So here we have usted mira, and that means you watch. Remember, usted means you formal. So you watch. Usted mira. Our next verb is trabajar. Clase, repite trabajar. That means to work. Trabajar. Nosotros trabajamos. That means we work. Nosotros trabajamos. We work. Next one is necesitar. Necesitar is a cognate. Cognates are those words that are the same in English and Spanish. Kind of nice, right? Necesitar means to need. And here we have nosotras necesitamos. So notice it doesn't say nosotros, it says nosotras. And we use nosotras when we are in a group of all girls. If you are a girl and you're in a group of all girls or women, you would say nosotras, not nosotros. So nosotras necesitamos, and that means we need. Our next verb is entrar. Clase, repite entrar. Muy bien. Entrar means to enter, another cognate. And here we have vosotros, entráis. So again, vosotros means you all. It's used in Spain. Vosotros entráis means you all enter. Our next verb is viajar. Clase, repite viajar. Viajar. That's my favorite thing to do. Viajar, that means to travel. So ellos viajan means they travel. Ellos viajan. Muy bien. Estudiar. Estudiar, that means to study. Estudiar, to study. Ellas estudian. They study. And notice it's ellas, so that means that I'm talking about a group of girls or a group of women. Ellas estudian. And finally, we have terminar. Terminar. Terminar means to end. And ustedes terminan means you all end. Muy bien. So with terminar, we're going to end it. So again, those are the regular AR verbs in the present. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. And they're super important. And make sure you commit them to memory. Okay, muchas gracias, clase. Hasta la próxima.